Hi everyone, to Monday's video. Today we're going to be looking at something that's green and purple all over, and no, it's not a car-sick grimace. It's our buddy Mixmaster. We're going to be getting into this in just 1 second. This is the original Generations release for the Titan class, Devastator, and we're going to be looking at each individual separately, just because they're fun, and I like them, and you'll have to live with it. Anyways, thanks for coming out, guys. I really do appreciate it. Go ahead and take a second to like, subscribe, comment if you wish. If not, cool. Let's just relax, have some fun, and play with some toys. Tom's here with his toys. He's here to share. Let's go. Hi guys. Welcome to the first part of my Constructicon / Devastator review. And we're going to be starting with the big man's leg. We're going to be starting with Mixmaster here. Done up in his classic green and purple colors. There's the bottom, top, all that kind of stuff. We're going to take a closer look at him in 1 second. This is the original Transformers Generations release, which was their second? I think so, yeah. Second Titan class that they released. The first being Metroplex. They did do this version, which was the gift pack I bought. It was about $115 when I bought it. They had an SDC version where the purple was metallicized. So vacuum metallics, kind of chromy purple. And the green, I think, was a little bit of a brighter color. There is the Japanese Unite Warriors version, which, if you can find it, it's a good version to have, right? It's the usually the more expensive version because you have to transport over, all that kind of stuff. It does come with additional weapons for the characters, so they each get a handgun. And some of the characters get additional articulation, like elbows and stuff, that they don't have in the US release. There is also currently on Hasbro Pulse, I'm not sure of the price, I haven't really looked, and I'm not sure of which version of Devastator they're using, but there is a new release, or re-release, of the Generations Devastator on Hasbro Pulse that you can find. Oh, come here. I almost forgot his weapon. So, yeah, so you can also do stuff like you can find, what's it called? Add-on kits and all that kind of stuff to enhance it and change it up, and I'll explain some of that in a second. You can go to Toy Hacks and get specialty labels, which, you know, help to make the figure pop a lot too, but I don't have any of that on here. This is the unaltered release. Black tires, nice chromy silver here on the arm here for like a gas tank. Got another tank of some sort here. The mixing drum, some smokestacks in silver, window, ladder, you know. So a lot of nice details. This is a barrel over cab. So this is the front. And this would be the back, which is going to be where like the motor and all that kind of stuff to turn this is going to be hold. Got some vents here for heat release. Yeah. Silver grill. You can pick these out with paint or stickers or whatever. Yeah, it's nice. Got the release chute. So, the reason why some people do add-on kits is you can get an add-on kit that makes this the front of the cab like it would have been in the original 1980s release. The original 1980s release was a cab in the front with a barrel behind it, rather than the barrel over cab that we have here. And the reason why they changed it up is this is a more modernized version, because this is the kind of cement mixer or concrete mixer, whatever you're going to see on the roads more often, rather than with this being the front these days. So yeah, not a bad look. I like this guy. I really do. He was a bit of nostalgia for me, as I did have the original 1980s release. I didn't have the gift pack. I just had Mixmaster out of the original Constructicons from the 1980s. Now, when they did the Generation 2 Transformers, I did have a full-on Devastator in yellow. I wish I could show you that, but unfortunately during a party, one of my friends had a little bit too much to drink and bounced off the display case that I had that Devastator in. And due to his age, he was a little bit wobbly. He took a tumble and broke quite a bit. I was unhappy to see it go, but at the same time, mistakes happen, accidents happen. You should never ever ruin a friendship that means a lot to you over a toy. regardless of what that toy means to me. You can be upset, but don't let it ruin friendships. That's stupid. Alright? I'm going to tell you now, even though Tom has his toys and he's here to play, friendships first, toys second, right? Anyways, now that I'm done lecturing you as an adult, let's play. It rolls actually very well. It's a little loud. We can do a little bit of comparison here. I do have my Egon Spengler Lego guy, and you know, not to scale with a Lego man at all. And then just because we were looking at it, Washi Voyager, Washi. So it's not to scale with your Lego minifigures and all that kind of stuff in this form, right? You shouldn't expect it to be. Scale is cool and fun, but you know, don't let scale ruin you from enjoying your toys unless that's something that you want to do for a display to make everything look like they fit together. Anyways, let's go ahead and transform them. Transformation is actually really simple with this guy here. It's not as simple as when he was the first toy where it's like flip out the legs, pull up the arms, and you're done. Let's start here. I'm going to pull this piece down here. Sorry, not this. I haven't transformed this guy in a while. I'm going to flip up this piece. Sorry. And then that. This is a recreation of one of his weapons that you could launch here from the original 1980s toy. There was a spring gimmick above his head. You would put these weapons in and you could fire them off. It wasn't in the Transformers 2 version, but it was in the original toy, and this is a nice nod to it. I wish it was colored, but you know, beggars and choosers, and I'm happy with this guy. So next step I'm going to take is I'm going to take and pop the fists off the tabs that are on the side of his legs here, and I'm going to pull them out like so. They're on a little swing hinge like that, and then what you need to do is take the legs and they'll unclick. They fit in here, and it's like you can barely see it, but there is like a little catch on the top right here that there's a piece that it catches on. So you're going to flip that down, spread them out, and got them done. So let's go ahead and back the camera up a little bit here so you can get a better look. There. He looks really nice as a robot. He has lots of cues that harken back to actually both the cartoon and his original toy. We're going to take a close look at him in 1 second. Before we do, let's go ahead and check this out. Now, like this, I feel he's to scale. Right? So if you wanted to display him with your Lego men and all that as a scale, it works better when he's transformed. It just fits nicer. I mean, Egon's about half the size of his head. And just because, like I said, I already had him out, Washi Voyager. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at all this guy here as he jumps into the camera. There we go. Very, very nice head sculpt. I like it. Sharp angles. Kind of has a Decepticon symbol on his forehead. And then you go down, we got this spot of red here. You know, this piece here. We got the nice Decepticon symbol. A little bit of popping on his belt. Purple legs, crotch. You know, some of the same details we saw before. Nothing too new. This barrel doesn't move out of the way. Like I said, it's stationary. You know, it's got a purple elbow. Fists now you can see easier. Wow, he is a bright green, it looks like on this camera. So yeah, he's very cool. He does come with a weapon. Part of, like I said, the Generations toy did not come with individual handguns. Is that he came saying, you know, that part of Devastator's big cannon was his. So this is the back half of Devastator's cannon. And you use this little tab here, and you just plug it into his hand. There we go. And now it looks like he has a rifle way too big for him, but he's a robot, so it doesn't matter. So, you know, let's go ahead and look at the articulation he has real quick. You know, you can swing his arm all the way around. Because that hinge, you can move it up and down a little bit. And then you also have that point there. Elbow. And there is forearm rotation, I guess. Legs. We can move them all the way to the front. They hit the barrel in the back so they don't go too far, but you can get a decent almost 90-degree bend out of the knee. There is no waist articulation, but you can, I guess, do that, which is more for when he's a limb. You know, so you can get some decent poses out of these guys. Come on, you. There we go. You know, you can't, don't, like I said, there's no waist articulation, so you can't do too much. The head is on a swivel, or no, actually, I think it's on a ball joint. Yeah, it's on a ball joint, so you can get a little bit of up, a little bit of down. You can turn and look. So, like I said, you can get some decent, you know, posing out of them. If you want to display all 6 guys kind of deal. So that's cool. Oh, inside of his leg, I forgot. Get some nice, like, circuitry detailing, all that. It's kind of fun. As I said, he is one of Devastator's legs. So we're going to go ahead and show that off real quick. To get him to that point, we're going to pop his feet. Or no, we're not going to do that yet. We're going to take and pull that part down. And this will then swing out. Oh, come on, you. There. Swing out, and then close that back up. Do the same thing on this side. Pull that out. The easiest way to get these out is from there. Swing that out, then you can attach the legs back together. They have square slots and pegs here that, you know, are adjacent, or not adjacent, they are opposite to one another, of course. And there is, down here, another tab that'll tab into the foot. So you just line all that up, like so. And then you're going to pop that back in to his thing there. Take and drop his arms back down. There are slots and tabs that'll all go in together there. So you're just going to pop that down, then take and put his head away, but leave this hanging out. Flip that out for a heel, and then you flip him over, and you got a pretty cool looking leg, actually. Very nice. Like I said, there is some articulation here. He has a little bit of ankle tiltage for when he's Devastator. So you want to leave this arm with the hand sticking out, and then you can do like that on that side, because he's not going to have any articulation the other way. So that way you can bend his leg. Then if you just want to leave him straight up for now, of course do one of those. So this is Devastator's, let me see here, this would be his left leg. Yeah, yes, left leg. I like it as a leg. It actually really works. Like I said, it's not going to be the same as your original 1980s toy, where the front was a lot boxier, since it was the cab that folded out. But I kind of like this. I kind of like I said, I like the fact that they changed it up a little bit. It gives him a, you know, a nostalgic feel. You know, we got the original Devastator looking leg there, but it also gives it a little bit of a nice, fresh twist. As a leg, he's basically the same length he was as a truck. And for scale, here you go. That's the bottom half of his leg. So you figure that that'll connect up behind his knee, basically, or underneath his knee, right here. So he's, you know, he's going to be a big guy when he's done, right? Which is why he's considered one of the Titan class Transformers as Devastator. When he's finished, I'm going to actually probably pull out one of my primes that I have for a little bit of a further side by side because he works well with your like Earthrise Primes and all that kind of stuff from the new seasons of toys that are out. And even though he's a little small comparatively, he works alright with your Masterpiece collection if you really want to put him in there. And it works out okay. It's not the greatest because he looks a little too toy-etic compared to your Masterpiece toys. But you'll see what I mean when he's Devastator. So anyways, here we go. This is our leg. This is the first component of our 6-man team that make up a 7th Devastator. Alright guys, thanks for joining in. Next time we'll be looking at the other leg actually. We'll be looking at, let me see here, I believe it is Scrapper. I've never been good with the names on these guys. Yeah, Scrapper. Scrapper and Bone Crusher, for some reason, have always gotten me confused. One used to be a front-end loader and the other one a bulldozer, and now they're both front-end loader. Well, I guess one's still kind of a front-end loader and a bulldozer, but anyways, they always had me confused even as a kid for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. Sorry, I'm rambling. I gotta work on that one. But yeah, so this is our leg. This is Mixmaster. Thanks for joining in. Like I said, next time we'll be looking at Scrapper, who is actually the leader of the Constructicons, at least in my universe. So, alright guys, thanks. Bye.